Welcome to Manchester United Daily Updates. Before continuing this video, click the like button and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest news from Manchester United. Man United transfer news. Marcus Rashford saga takes fresh turn as £55 million agreement reached. Express Sport provides all the latest Man United transfer news, including updates on Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho. Things are heating up for Manchester United, with just over a week of the January transfer window remaining and multiple deals on the table. Antony is set to Real Betis on loan until the end of the season, which will free up space for Ruben Amorim to secure his top winter target, Lecce left-back Patrick Dorgu. But most intrigue surrounds potential further outgoings. Alejandro Garnacho, Marcus Rashford and Tyrell Malaysia all continue to be strongly linked with Old Trafford exits. United are searching for a loan move for Malaysia amid reported interest from the Premier League and elsewhere in Europe. Meanwhile, Express Sport provides the latest updates on Rashford and Garnacho, with one currently looking more likely than the other to set sail. Marcus Rashford suffers blow. Rashford looks increasingly likely to remain at United by the day as Barcelona's hopes of sealing a blockbuster loan deal fade. Just a few weeks after publicly admitting he was ready for a new challenge, the 27-year-old may face having to remain in Manchester until the end of the season. Awkward. Barcelona need to offload players to make room for Rashford. However, The Athletic report that Eric Garcia is now set to stay put after Hansi Flick took him off the list of possible departures. Ansu Fati, another in the shop window, is said to be reluctant to leave his boyhood club, which has descended Rashford's transfer hopes into new uncertainty. Alejandro Garnacho fee lowered. A big money transfer involving Garnacho is undoubtedly active. Pocketing a £60 million fee would reportedly be worth 3 times as much due to his homegrown status. Napoli have been at the forefront of links for most of the transfer window, and Antonio Conte has held direct talks with the 20-year-old winger via video call. The Serie A club are yet to meet United's £67 million valuation. However, La Gazzetta dello Sport claim that the Red Devils have agreed to lower their demand to £55 million. It could breathe new life into Napoli's chase, but there is another suitor reportedly primed to make their play. Chelsea prepare pursuit. According to Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea are readying an official approach for Garnacho after holding discussions with his representatives. Napoli are said to have turned their attention to Borussia Dortmund forward Karim Adeyemi, potentially leaving the path open for the Blues. Whether United would maintain their current asking price for a direct rival remains to be seen, but the financial benefits of offloading Garnacho appear clear. Manchester United transfer news live new bid. Garnacho exit, hint, Rashford blow. Keep across all of the latest Manchester United transfer news, views and rumors in the January window below. Manchester United continue to be one of the Premier League clubs to make any signings in the January transfer window. Financial fair play means United are working under a sell-to-buy policy which hinders Ruben Amorim's chances of adding reinforcements to his squad. That being said, the number of players linked with exits remains. Marcus Rashford, Alejandro Garnacho, Tyrell Malaysia, Casemiro and Antony have all been tipped to secure moves away from Old Trafford, some more than others. Any potential departures could see a late dash for signings in the final 11 days of the window. Lecce's Patrick Dorgu is the likeliest name to move to Manchester with discussions in place over a move. The need for fresh blood was further evident in Thursday's Europa League win over Rangers with just 6 shots on targets. Ipswich Town's Liam Delap, Brentford's Brian Bumo and Wolverhampton Wanderers' Mateus Cunha are all players mentioned this window. Lille's Jonathan David has also been linked with his contract expiring in June. Dorgu makes decision. Man United target Patrick Dorgu has told Lecce he wants to move to Old Trafford immediately, according to reports. Solo Lecce have claimed that negotiations have become a tug of war between the two clubs. The 20-year-old has told his agent to get the move to England over the line. Dorgu is currently training normally for Lecce and could feature for them against Inter on Sunday, 5 p.m. kickoff. Garnacho price tag lowered. Alejandro Garnacho started for United on Thursday night hours after it was reported that Chelsea had made their first official inquiry. Napoli remain at the forefront of the links, with Antonio Conte holding direct talks with the winger. United's £67 million valuation has been a sticking point so far, but according to La Gazzetta dello Sport, that fee has now been lowered to £55 million. Rashford to Barca problem. First up, let's take a look at Marcus Rashford. The forward was absent from United's win over Thursday but was at Old Trafford to watch his teammates win 2-1. Barcelona have recently emerged as the favorite to land the 27-year-old, but they need to sell players to make room for him. Eric Garcia and Ansu Fati were two placed on the transfer list, but The Athletic are now reporting that Hansi Flick has changed his mind on Garcia. Fati is also said to be reluctant to leave the club. Rio Ferdinand picks out Man United star who was non-existent during Rangers' win as huge concern raised. Rio Ferdinand was less than impressed with a Manchester United player's performance during their 2-1 Europa League victory against Rangers at Old Trafford on Thursday. Ruben Amorim's side made hard work of their win against Rangers. The home side went ahead thanks to an own goal from former United keeper Jack Butland and looked to see the game out. However, Rangers substitute Cyril Dessers had other ideas when he equalized on 88 minutes to the delight of the traveling fans. And it looked like it was going to be yet another disappointing night at Old Trafford before Lisandro Martinez picked out Bruno Fernandes, who met his lofted ball with a perfect volleyed finish to secure the Red Devils the win. The victory saw United to fourth place in the 36-team Europa League group phase, meaning they are likely to qualify automatically for the round of 16. And despite their progression in the competition, former defender Ferdinand, 46, singled out one United star who he described as non-existent during the first half. Former Rangers player and manager Ally McCoist was alongside Ferdinand on commentary for TNT Sports and explained how he thought Joshua Zirkzee had done all right, but did admit that you'd like to see more of a goal-scoring threat. But Ferdinand was less generous with his assessment of Zirkzee's showing. I thought he was non-existent in the first half, to be honest, but I thought he improved in the second half, said Ferdinand. He still wasn't a real threat on the goal, but they got their goal in the end. Zirkzee, 23, was replaced by Rasmus Højlund on 82 minutes. Of course, since arriving from Bologna for a reported £36 million in the summer of 2024, things have not gone as well as the Netherlands international would have liked. He has scored just 4 goals in 32 appearances this season and does not seem to be Amorim's first choice. With the Portuguese boss swapping between Zirkzee and Højlund this term, United are back in action on Sunday evening when they will travel to Craven Cottage to face Marco Silva's Fulham in the Premier League before returning to European action against FCSB, FC Steaua Bucuresti, in Romania on Thursday 30 January. Rio Ferdinand couldn't resist but to vent his frustration on social media while on TNT Sports commentary duty for Manchester United's clash against Rangers. On Thursday night, United continued their UEFA Europa League campaign as they welcomed Scottish giants Rangers to Old Trafford. During a cagey first half, both teams had chances to score, with United going ahead in the 23rd minute through Matthijs de Ligt's header from a corner. However, the Dutchman's joy was short-lived as referee Eric Lambrechts blew for a foul. Defender Lenny Yoro was adjudged to have fouled Rangers star Robin Proper in the build-up to de Ligt's header, with VAR confirming the decision. Man United now confident of signing remarkable teenage Barcelona target after he visited Old Trafford. Manchester United raided Arsenal for Cheeto Obi over the summer and may be about to repeat the trick with another intriguing move. Manchester United have been quiet so far as the final week of the January transfer window looms large. Ruben Amorim may well want new faces, but United aren't exactly in a position to spend big money right now. United are in talks to sign Patrick Dorgu, but a deal for the Lecce wing-back won't be easy. Ineos continue to target top young talents and Dorgu would certainly fit the all in that regard. United may also look closer to home though, and could raid Premier League rivals Arsenal for the second time in a matter of months. Manchester United move for Arsenal talent. United raided Arsenal by signing Cheeto Obi from the Gunners over the summer. Obi was one of Arsenal's top young talents, but United managed to convince him into leaving North London for Old Trafford. United may now repeat the trick with Fabrizio Romano claiming that talks are now being held to sign Arsenal defender Aiden Heaven. Romano claims that United are now leading the race to sign 18-year-old defender Heaven. Eintracht Frankfurt have been chasing Hayden too, whilst Romano claims that Barcelona are keen too. Hayden is out of contract at the end of the season and United are hoping to pounce, seemingly aiming to sign him now. Romano adds that United are confident of winning the race to sign Hayden despite Arsenal offering him a new deal. Hayden was even in attendance to watch United beat Rangers in the Europa League on Thursday night, suggesting that United may well be closing in. Who is United target Aiden Heaven? Heaven hails from London and started in the West Ham United ranks before joining Arsenal back in 2019. The defender is a natural left-footed and plays at either centre-back or left-back. Heaven has already made his first-team debut for Arsenal, playing 10 minutes in an EFL Cup tie against Preston North End earlier this season. Heaven actually played against United in pre-season and was shown a clean pair of heels by Rasmus Højlund as the Danes scored a superb goal. Mikel Arteta then told Arsenal's official website that Heaven was simply remarkable with how he responded to that goal. Arsenal seemingly have high hopes for Heaven, but just like striker Obi just a few months ago, he looks set to ditch the Gunners for United. Manchester United have one of the most exciting young players in world football right now. Manchester United fans were thrilled to see Ahmad sign a new contract to 2030, committing his future to the club. Days later, Ahmad scored his first ever Manchester United hat-trick, becoming the first player to do so for the club since Cristiano Ronaldo in 2022. The versatile 22-year-old has shown ability to play in attack and even at wing-back.